Hey, welcome back to the shop. I'm Chris. You're watching Show Me Repair. Or welcome to the shop if you're new here. Welcome back if you've been here. You know, I've been MIA for a while and I've just been busy. And as you can tell, I'm horrible at putting things away. I asked my wife. And why I have been MIA is just life, really. And I've just been trying to bust out jobs left and right, get work done, watch my son, and I don't do a great job at filming because those jobs, I'm just trying to get done. I have limited time to get them done, and filming surprisingly takes a little bit of time. I love to make the videos. I just haven't had anything really worth filming. I've just had regular kind of work, mundane, you know, make some money and move on. Nothing really that I feel like special to share with you all. I mean, I do have stuff that I'm working on, like rebuilding the 7.3 Power Stroke. I've been documenting all that, and so I will have a dedicated video to that. But I struggle with creating content that I think that I would enjoy watching. So, which means I would make a halfway decent, entertaining video that you would enjoy watching. So I don't know, that's what I'm struggling with. I think I have some ideas to do that, and I think why I'm struggling as well is I've got way too much going on. So I don't have just watching my son and what I do in this shop, but I have a rental house that's not rented that I've owned for a while that is very close, and I keep saying I'm close, and I tend to find something else that I think needs to be repaired or brought up to what I would want to live in. And I still need to cut my grass. I still need to split wood. I still need to do a bunch of stuff, but and then I need to make videos. So I think I'm going to start taking you guys along. Just to name some of the things that are projects that I've taken on that I probably shouldn't have taken on is this 72 Camaro. The family that owns this has been super cool. I appreciate them so much. They were in a situation with this when they asked me to basically get it running. The engine, transmission were in it. Another shop kept dragging their feet and could never make progress. And I feel like now I've kind of done the same thing, but whenever I took it on, I didn't have a whole lot of work. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that on. I'll be able to get it in and out. Well, come to find out, when you have a car that doesn't run and you need to push it in and out all the time, and just with things that customers would get a hold of me, in the automotive industry, you all may know, when something happens to somebody's car, they'd like to have it back as quick as possible. So if I have this that somebody's not depending on to drive, but then I have another customer call me up in their truck, they have to have it towed here and need it fixed, well then that has to get pulled out. And I just don't have a big enough shop to do that kind of work. I could do that work. I enjoy doing that work. I love taking my time and just trying to make things look right and work properly. Like the wiring has to be done. And I love to do wiring and make it flow properly so it looks like the vehicle was built that way, and I just think that's fun. This one here, 2001 Ford F-350, cab's gone, bed's gone. That engine is sitting waiting to go in another F-350, 450 with a dump bed on it. And yeah, that's, again, if I had a bigger shop, I shouldn't have even taken it on. I should have said, no, it's not a project that I can't, I just won't be able to get it done in a reasonable time frame. So this is another one that a customer of mine he was getting into buying old Crown Vics and fixing them. He drives one daily, and he wanted me to take a look at it. He thinks it's a fuel pump, and I just haven't gotten around to it, and I need to get around to it. It's been sitting too long. This is another customer that I do work on one of his trucks, and he goes, oh, well, if you do diesel work, I'm gonna have this truck towed out to you. And I'm just like, before I could, or he said, I'm having it towed out to you. And I should have just said, no, don't do that, because I don't know when I'll get to it. I don't even know what year it is, but it's got the 6.2 diesel in it, I believe. And it's just, that one I'm not gonna get to. Get some of my hay equipment that's over there. Well, those 2 Super Duties are mine, and you guys probably know that. I have plans for those that I may or may not get around to. Yeah, it's just, you know how it is. You have these grand ideas, but it is what it is. What has been nice having those 2 is if I need parts for customers or mine now, my other one, I can snag parts off those and make it work. I got this pile of wood that I need to split. Got my log splitter in there, and that part of the barn, the other part of the barn, mower and tractor, and I keep hay in there that I need to sell. And this is that dump truck that the 7.3 is going in. You can see it caught on fire in the front. Actually, we had a tarp over it, and you can see that tarp's gone, but I actually, now that I think about it, the interior on this one's getting gutted because it's most likely shot, and the interior from the gray 250 over here, I'm gonna use in that one, since that one's a good interior. So I've got enough parts to make things work. 800 series Ford tractor, I think it's a 57. You can see weeds are growing up. It shut down on me one day and wouldn't restart, so I drug it up here, put it under the carport, and I need to get it running. Just to use as a second tractor. That thing is handy to have, just to whether put a brush hog on the back of it and zip around mowing. Yeah, if anybody's looking for a round baler, I bought this one thinking I'd use it, but I was also in talks with my neighbors that have 50 acres, and they weren't happy with the person baling theirs because they have pasture, they don't use it for anything. And I said, yeah, I'd be interested in doing it. And it got closer. I was looking for a round baler, and I bought this one, and then like a week later I reached out. I should have reached out to them before, stupid me. And they're like, oh, we didn't realize we were still in a contract with that guy. I guess that's their way of not wanting to do it with me, but it's a 375. This was kept inside before me. I'm like the third owner, but I have the owner's manual and the original bill of sale for this thing, and I need to clean it out. But my plan is to sell it, and I need to do some touch-up paint. You can see from sitting outside. Just clean it up. Probably power wash it because it's just seeping, but it works great. That thing, it never had an issue. I used it the end of last year, and I used it this year to bale, and it made great bales. Never had an issue with twine or anything. Actually, I've not even bought twine for it because I didn't even use what came with it. So my plan is to get it cleaned up and then put it in my barn so it's inside nice for somebody who, I think I'm gonna try to sell it for around like $6 grand. That thing needs exhaust manifolds because they're leaking, and then the coolant lines are leaking at the turbos, which is both of those are common. And I've got all the parts, it's just finding time to do it. And then this one needs brakes because they're warped like crazy. And I think I'd like to put engine mounts on it. It seems vibrates a little bit when running. Then I've had wood sitting up here on my deck for places like this that are starting to rot away. I've got wood to replace. Over here, oh, I got a can. Let's see if we can find it. Here's one here. You can see the actual joist is rotting. So I've got new pieces here, and I need to cut out the section, and then I want to sandwich 2 of them in that area to replace the rotted area. Well, another thing that just happened a day or so, well, no, it's been probably several weeks now, it just feels like the other day, is my ram for my lift is leaking. So I either need to get a new ram or reseal it. And I've heard horror stories about resealing these. And so I think I need to see if I can get a new ram. Yeah, this is, what model is this? That SP's OA7-200, I believe it, yeah, the model number. Yeah, it's only a 7,000 pound. If any of you all know what you would recommend if you're in this world, do you recommend a new ram or repacking it? Because I will take you guys along with that. So as you guys can see, I've got a bunch of stuff going on that I don't need going on. And I start a lot of projects and don't see them all the way through, and it creates a lot of stress for me. And then I can't get out a video on time because it's not right in front of me. And I'm not trying to say that I don't want to put a video out. I want to, it's just the project's in front of me. I have somebody calling me that wants their car fixed, and then I've got other projects to do, and I create more problems than I can take care of in a reasonable amount of time. Early December, what is this, early November, so about a month from now, I will be having surgery on for a hernia by my belly button, and I'll be down. The surgeon says I'll be down for about 2 weeks. I know I've had a surgery, a lower groin hernia taken care of over 10 years ago, and I know that it took me more than 2 weeks just to get kind of back to doing, working on cars and everything, where I could work on stuff, but I'd get into positions and be like, oh, I got to figure out a different way to do that. Because I don't want, being that it's on my belly button, I lay on my stomach a lot to work. Anybody doing this job, you know that. You lean up against things. I don't want to cause an issue. So I need to get a lot of these projects done. That way I can focus on other stuff going around here and hopefully make you guys videos. My plan is I'm not going to take on as much work since I have that coming up. I don't want to keep scheduling out. And my goal is to really focus on getting a lot of these projects done, or at least very close to done, to where I can maybe that Camaro I can work on while I'm recovering. It'll give me something to do to come down and work on a little bit and then go rest and work on a little bit and rest and something like that. And it can just sit in the shop. That would probably be a good idea. I need to get a bunch of this stuff. I need to get that firewood split. Just that's my plan. Just get a bunch of these done, and yeah, that's my plan. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here, kind of update you guys what's going on, and my plan going forward, and hopefully all works out well, and we can continue pumping out videos and doing fun stuff, or at least, well, I find it fun. I guess that's probably why I'm a mechanic. I like projects and I like to work with my hands and build things or fix things. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching the video. If you lasted this long through it, I'll see you in the next one. See you later.